He's in the charts with Shaggy and mates with Madonna. His celebrity fans include Richard and Judy.
Is it because I's black?
The Blue Peter Posse.
Massiv.
Even Prince William. Ali G, comedy icon of the moment. Movie star, pop star, he's really in your face. Tonight we look at the phenomenon and reveal just how Ali G got massive.
Wicked.
As far as I was concerned, he was a young man taking an interest in politics.
I really couldn't work out where he came from, never heard of him before. Was he white, was he black, you know, what was his background?
He's a drug dealer. He's a womanizer. He's a wannabe pimp.
Thank you very much.
He's not funny. He never was funny. And he should make way for the older generation.
But Ali G is the voice of the younger generation, and it was the hardcore language of the street that he used recently on Radio 1. It was a successful attempt to get even more publicity. The BBC should have seen it coming.
How comes people on this station is allowed to say the C word and M-O-T-H-E-R blank 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 fucker, but me can't say pony?
Listeners called to complain as the stream of bad language caused them to choke on their cornflakes.
The wicked-tongued Ali G got massive by posing as a spoof youth TV presenter who bewildered his famous guests with street slang.
Listen here, I's got none other than me main man, so wrote boy son in the house, because we is talking about the education thing.
Ridiculing them without them even realising.
Do you think, Sir Rod, there is enough discipline in school?
I think there's slightly less than there should be.
Do you believe kids should be caned?
I do. I have.
You do?
I do.
Wicked, man. You believe kids should be caned even in school?
Even in school.
Caned, an adjective describing the effect of enjoying skunk weed.
Do you not think, Sir Rod, if you get caned in school you can't concentrate as well? Because a lot of people out there say that if you're getting caned.
Well, I was caned in time, and I've concentrated all my life.
You were caned? Respect, man.
From that, it's the...
Respect.
From there, yeah, so I mean, it shouldn't be done evil, and it shouldn't be done badly. But
you've got to have good stuff.
You have to have rules in life.
You have to have good cane.
You have to have a good cane.
He epitomises the generation gap. He's talking a different generation. His language is a different generation. It's something that young people can feel that they're part of the in-joke, that they understand it and their parents wouldn't.
He addresses the cultural reality of, I would say, almost every teenage kid in Britain.
But long before the crucial street star that made Ali famous, it was all a bit more Philip Schofield. Like all desperate wannabes, he spent years wallowing in cable TV hell, entertaining the kids in obscure London suburbs.
Is this a long song?
So just who is the real Ali G?
It's very difficult to describe this bloke. He's got a face and a half, but he's got a top name. His name is, in fact, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes, Ali G's real name is the equally silly Sacha Baron Cohen. He grew up in the genteel, leafy suburbs of North London and went to Haberdasher's Ask, which is a very posh school.
Like so many of the boys here, he was ambitious, hard-working and articulate, very articulate.
So articulate that at the age of 8, little Swat Sacha won an essay competition in the Times, in which he playfully stressed the importance of the proper use of the English language.
My first lesson on Monday is English. This reminds us of the correct way to speak and write English. This is very important, as most of the boys have been watching television and speaking with their parents all weekend. By the end
all a far cry from Sacha's comedy alter ego, who realises the importance of the improper use of the English language. In this clip, schoolboy Ali relishes using language to shock.
I want to be a badass ghetto pimp.
You, G, will never amount to anything. You'll spend the rest of your life in stains, and And you will never be a gangster rapper. Never, never, never.
To boost his career prospects as a badass ghetto pimp, Sacha went to Cambridge University to read history. Part of a close Jewish family, he must have made his mum and dad, Daniela and Gerald, very proud. He was following in the footsteps of such academic heavyweights as Richard Whiteley. Sacha's comedy leanings were apparent in this early film where, in the tradition of great Jewish funny men, he was happy to take the piss out of his own background. You can wait as long as you like, there's no gags. Sacha upped the gag quota for this sketch about two roasting rabbis, which was snapped up by late-night BBC.
I walk down the street, I take off my boots. I walk down the street, I take off my socks. I walk down the street, I take off my scarf, my nice woolly scarf.
His nice woolly scarf.
And I'm schwitzing,
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 schwitzing
in my armpits.
It might be a rather unorthodox view of the Jewish religion, but there's good news for the ladies.
In my armpits.
He gets his kit off.
Walk down the street, wearing my flip-flops. I walk down the street, wearing my Speedo swim trunks. I've got nothing else on. Wait, I've got an idea.
You got an idea?
I shave my beard, I shave my arms, I shave my legs, I shave my back.
Why can't you be more like that baby-faced boy Andy Peters?
It isn't going to come to a rut, mate, if it does. No, it's not going to come to a rut. This is being done.
Ali G's carefully crafted look was crucial to his comic assaults on unwitting punters who took him at face value, however ridiculous his comments.
It's time for them protesters to start looking after themselves and protecting themselves properly.
The violence doesn't solve anything, does it? No?
Well, I don't know, it does.
It does. It doesn't.
Yeah, it mainly does.
Not really.
Come on.
You can't come to nothing with violence, can you?
Well, you can.
In what? In what situation?
Well, in a violent one.
Using all the cliches of street culture, Ali G's trick was to act as if he knew nothing outside of the Staines ghetto that he came from.
Me has heard both sides of the argument, and I don't understand either of them, but me is well up for a rock anyway.
Because eyes black.
It was a much less sophisticated Sacha who got his first big break into telly courtesy of the media moguls who ran the near-legendary Pump TV.
Hello there! Welcome to Pump TV!
Adrian?
Pump was broadcast from the throbbing heart of the media world, Slough.
Let's hear it for Slough, Maidenhead, Windsor, Ruislip, Northwood, Ashford and Simpson, and finally the big S, Slough!
At Pump, he was one of those irritating, cheerful young presenters that he later took the mickey out of.
The show that's so live you've just missed it.
He'd get the audience together and he'd make up little hand movements.
When I do this, you've got to cheer.
All right.
If he went like that, you'd have to boo. I remember one, sort of the joke of one week, there was a town nearby where we were broadcasting called Dash It, and the joke for that week, whenever he could get the phrase in, would be...
As they say in New Orleans, you will know when that shit hits the fan.
That would be sort of the level of his humour.
There's 55 minutes more today.
I mean, he was just a nice middle-class boy who